capping off the season. When you look around the league doors, what are you tracking?
Probably two things, B.A. The rookies. I always am so curious to see how they respond in their debut. And then the new signings for different teams. What does the fit look like?
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. We've got Cade Cunningham. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with George. And it's Duncan in at the 5, down low. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. To the paint. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Unloads. It's hauled in by Garnett.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Robertson. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's George. And a two-handed jam!
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Count it.
Yeah, the whole floor is open for Kevin Durant offensively. Mid-range is his sweet spot, folks.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. The one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
It's tipped. Leonard on the wing, covered by Jordan. Leonard passes to Garnett. Here's Robertson. For three. Outside Durant. Fires for three. The rebound by Duncan.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
For three, George. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Robertson. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Robertson. Here's Garnett. Antetokounmpo covering. Garnett no good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Leonard against Jordan. Screen by Durant. Leonard attacking. And, oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound Miami. Garnett's got 4 rebounds now. George against Durant. Outside Hardaway. Up top Durant. Uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 6 points. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. Jordan with it. Pass to Cunningham. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Heat. Garnett's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Hardaway. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Heat leading by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
The 15-footer. And there's Leonard on the assist from Hardaway.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A line change here for Oklahoma City. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Oklahoma City, number 1.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
Screen by O'Neal. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Hardaway's shot is good.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Wembanyama. Outside Davis. Pass to Johnson. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Unseld. Heat leading by 9. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Barry, the pass to Allen. Takes the 3. Barry misses. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. It's Brown on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall.
Oh, my God. Look out below. This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Here's O'Neal. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, you're...
And so it's Miami. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Brown inside. Pass to Frazier. Wembanyama screen. Frazier shot is off. Miami leading by 12. Here's Barry. He's scoreless.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Up top, Brown. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach, this team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Deflects the pass. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Outside, Brown. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
This speaks to Brown's desire to become a focal point of this offense. He's such a confident shooter now.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Miami making a switch here. Durant's checked in. So it's Miami now. They've led by as many as 14. Payton passes to Durant. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
Outside, Brown. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Miami leading by 12. Here's Artest. No made baskets yet. Now here's Durant. Covered by Johnson. Durant against Johnson. He shoots it. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Thunder trail by 12. Pass to Frazier. Outside Davis. Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Davis a screen from outside the arc. Brown can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Payton. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Payton's gotten his first bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, how about the playmaking from Kevin Durant? On time and on target with the pass.
Brown scanning the floor. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Johnson. Rebound by the Heat.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Down low to snap the cold streak. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Becoming a star before our eyes. Brown's work ethic and desire to be great has transformed him into an elite talent.
And both free throws good for Brown. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Here's Frazier. Yet to see a basket. From the stripe. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Heat leading by 14. And he's going for the lob. The shot misses.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And this is how dangerous Wemby can be from deep. You gotta respect his range.
Pass to Robertson. Here's Garnett. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. More teams are playing 5 out now, Doris. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, B.A., because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a three-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys. To it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to West. And here's George. Here's West. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Heat.
And they've been cooking from downtown, shooting with volume and efficiency. It's a strong attack from them offensively, and it puts so much pressure on opponents to try and cover all that space.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Thunder trail by 15. Here's Petrovic. George for three. O'Neal pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Antetokounmpo surveys to the inside. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. O'Neal passes to Leonard. Inside, tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Tries a 10-footer. The shot that time not on target. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Heat up by. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
They're playing with fantastic discipline. Very few forced shots. They're moving the ball, creating a ton of good looks.
And guys, let's turn our attention. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Paul George. And it's Petrovic in at the shooting guard position. Leonard right side. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The nickname is the Claw. Kawhi using those claws to get past that defender.
Pass to George. And that's good. Paul George for 3. George has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Heat leading by 14. Now Leonard. Now here's Durant. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And that's 13 points for Durant.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
George's shot is off.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Durant's shot is off. Thunder trail by 16. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Miami on D. George left side. Shot clock at 6. Here's West. And the shot goes.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Garnett. Leonard outside. Outside Durant. Here's Garnett. Antetokounmpo covering. And here's Hardaway. 3-pointer. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thunder trail by 14. Pass to West. George against Durant. Now here's George. Tightly guarded. George against Durant. Now Leonard. Here's Hardaway. The three is up. Petrovic with a rebound. Pass to West. Here's George. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Miami leading by 14. Leonard on the wing. He's got 10. Garnett passes to Leonard. Now Hardaway. For three, Durant. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
And there's the rejection. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. Here's Hardaway. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Durant. Here's Garnett. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. Oklahoma City, number 1.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Down low. George against Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Petrovic. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard. Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Pass to Robertson. Now O'Neal. And the layup is good off the glass. O'Neal's got his second bucket on the night.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
To the left side wing. Screen by Antetokounmpo. They need this. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
How about the veteran Garnett, letting that play develop and the quick pass?
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that one's good.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Here's Robertson. A minute 4 left in the third.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
The three from Mitchell. Rebound Miami.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And Allen gets it to go.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Frazier, the pass to Johnson. Towns on a screen. And it's powered home by Towns.
The one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Robertson. Miami moving it around. And that one's good. Barry. Barry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Miami with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. There. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the...
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No...
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Payton in at the one. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here's the pick to the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here we go. Here's Artest. Soft touch off the glass. Artest has gotten his first points in this one. Frazier, the pass to Towns. Here's Frazier. Towns on a screen to the inside, and he lays it up and in.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Pass to Barry. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Johnson. Here's Bosch to the wing, right side. Here's Frazier. Towns on a screen. 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket. 6 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
O'Neal on the wing. Back to Payton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Pass to Mitchell. From deep. Barry pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Nice move. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow, Johnson using a great move on the bounce.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. So for Oklahoma City, Miami has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Payton passes to Unseld. And here's Leonard. Beyond the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to George. Davis, a screen. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Leonard passes to Unseld. Now O'Neal. George defending. Leonard for three. Nails it from three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
On the wing, Durant. George defending. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Kevin Durant has absorbed a big-time scoring role everywhere he's been. This guy is so special offensively.
Jordan misses. Miami has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Pass to Unseld. Back to Payton. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Wembanyama. Down low. Poke loose. Here's Unseld, and here's Payton, covered by Jordan. Payton passes to Unseld. Back to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. And it's Cunningham missing. The Heat have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Outside O'Neal. A minute 29 left in the final quarter. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And big-time bragging rights won today, just grabbing that season series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
And Durant gets it to go.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Jordan finds George. Wembanyama screen. George with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Cunningham on the wing. The 3 is up. Kevin Durant pulls it in. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Boy, they were something. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the Magic starting group. Nowitzki is out there with Howard. Then there's Hill, and it's Bird, and it's Curry, and it's shooting guard. Lots of players to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Grant Hill on the wing. Back to Curry. Hill against Stockton. Howard with a screen on Stockton. 6 to shoot. Doncic with the steal. Inside and stolen by Howard. An even 3-on-3 break. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Down low. It's stolen by Hill. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Hill. Bird's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Magic. Pass to Tatum. Malone down low. Bird's there. And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul. Here's Malone. In the corner. Tatum with it. 5 on the clock. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for Orlando.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Now, here's Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Stockton the pass to Malone. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Hill against Stockton. Pass to Howard. Now here's Curry from the arc. Here's Nowitzki and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Wow, with all the player movement this offseason, Coach, some teams are clearly still trying to build their chemistry.
Yeah, Kevin, but what's tough is you've still got to try to win games while you're building that chemistry, and that can be a tough balance. It takes time, which is why some organizations prioritize continuity.
Now, Doncic, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Malone is screen on Bird. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Oh, how about the angle on that pass? Tatum has the skill to be a terrific playmaker.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Nowitzki. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Nowitzki's got 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And now look at Jason Tatum. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Here's Hill. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Curry, good.
And how can you not love this rookie, Curry, an exceptional shooter off the catch.
Doncic kicks to Stockton. Back to Doncic. Count it, good. 5 points in the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Howard with a screen on Doncic. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And this young rookie, Howard, can jump out of the gym. He's an athletic monster.
Doncic way outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. There's 1:40 left in the first. On its way from Curry for 2, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Back to Stockton. Here's the 3. Tries again. Some solid D from Nowitzki.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
To the inside. Malone with the steal. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, the young swingman showing off his hops there. Tatum just powered that one down.
Hill passes to Curry. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's Stockton. Still scoreless. Nowitzki with the steal. And stolen by Malone. And now Malone pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Curry's shot is off. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And the dunk by Doncic.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Tie game here in Charlotte. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got Devin Booker, Butler out there with Wallace, and it's Rose, and it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Gilmore. The kick out to Rose. It's good from long range. Rose has got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Hey, if Rose can hit that shot, those driving lanes just get wider.
And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. And the dunk by Booker.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And there's the drive. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
And here's Green outside, drains the three-pointer. Green's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Magic.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Rose. Green with the block.
How about the defensive IQ from Green? He just understands where he has to be at all times.
Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. This one for three. Rebound by Wallace.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Booker outside. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And now a three-point Hornets lead. McGrady against Booker. Fades. And it's Orlando with another. And it's Rose with the ball for Charlotte. The last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Lucas with it. Now guarded by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Now here's Green. He has 6. Thompson for the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that
time. Rose with the ball. Booker outside. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Number 1, the Magic.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
McGrady outside. Here's the screen. Good on the triple. McGrady's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Stopped in the pass to Tatum. Chamberlain with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Chamberlain. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. The 3 for Doncic. Orlando grabs the miss. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Collins. Pass to McGrady. Fires the 3. No good from Lucas.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now Stockton. Pass to Chamberlain. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Puts up a three. Draymond Green grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 4. McGrady outside. They set the pick. Drills it from outside. McGrady's got 10 points. Charlotte's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Doncic dishes to Stockton. Back to Doncic. They get the rebound. It's deflected. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Green, the pass to Cowens. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets on top. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
He's feeling it. Exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks. Defensively, you have to find a way to...
Now let's take a moment. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
So on the floor for Orlando. Bird out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. Doncic against Curry. For the tie. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Nowitzki for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Howard against Chamberlain. Just 5 on the clock. Malone passes to Doncic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Doncic against Curry. Pass to Nowitzki for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds here tonight. Doncic against Nowitzki. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Nowitzki's got 11 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And so it's Charlotte with it. Tatum kicks to Stockton. Back to Tatum. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard's already got the footwork of a veteran. Pick and roll should be a go-to set for him in the league.
Bounce pass from Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Nowitzki, the pass to Curry. Lobbed up there for Howard. Rose with the ball. Grant Hill covering. Butler, no good. And so Hill bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. Here's Bird. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
On the wing, Booker. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Rose. Rebound by the Magic. Now Bird. And here is Curry. Pass to Nowitzki. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Nowitzki's got the game tied up here for the Magic. Outside Butler. And he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
There's that fiery attitude of Butler's showing up the defense.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Fifth on the list, Devin Booker.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Pass to Green. McGrady outside. To the paint, here's Cowens. Yep, that one goes. Cowens has got his second basket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. And let's go courtside. There's some news on Jason Tatum. Allie, take it away.
The head athletic trainer for Charlotte let me know the status. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. There will be no return to the floor tonight, and it sounds like recovery period is going to last a little longer than they were hoping for. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
And here's Green outside, gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a three-point Magic lead.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Gilmore. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Rose. Orlando grabs the miss. Cowens has got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Pass to McGrady. Here's Cowens. They set the screen. And it's Green, missing. Booker, left side. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up for some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for the Magic. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ball is out there with Butler. And it's Rose. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gilmore in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the Hornets 5. Lucas, a screen on Rose. Hands it from downtown. McGrady's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Booker, no good. Magic shooting at 50% in a decent group. And Thompson kicks to Green. Pass to McGrady. And here is Lucas. For 3. The shot misses. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 4. Here's Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
And this is what Booker is known for. This young guard more than capable of being a lights-out scorer.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Malone's checked in for Wallace. Edwards comes in for Devin Booker, and Chris Paul subbed in for Derrick Rose. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And Hill has it in the corner. Pass to Curry. Nowitzki for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Magic?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Curry passes to Nowitzki. Inside, Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And the power Howard possesses, that's ridiculous. So much potential in that young man.
Edwards passes to Malone. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Curry against Edwards. Curry passes to Nowitzki. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Doncic looking it over. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Anthony Edwards against solid perimeter defense.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart in range like this.
And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Edwards finds Stockton. Back to Edwards. Bird with some nice D. Magic leading by 12. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, Nowitzki gets up and powers it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Doncic against Curry. Puts it up from 12. Doncic for the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Now Nowitzki, Curry, Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
And it doesn't go. Magic leading by 10.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Shoot from 8. Rebounded by Nowitzki. Orlando's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Orlando.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Nowitzki.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Howard against Chamberlain. Just 5 to shoot. Stephen Curry. And he does not hit. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road
Legs, the season has only just begun. It's interesting to see which teams have gotten off to hot starts, though.
Yeah, Brian, there's a lot of different situations here early. It could be continuity, adding star power, or possibly both. But it's great when you can find that confidence level early and see if you can sustain it all season.
Building hope with a fan base as well early in the season always helps.
Absolutely energizes the entire fan base.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got LeBron James, and it's Pettit in at the 4.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
James passes to Abdul-Jabbar, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. About a minute into this first quarter. Puts up the 8-footer, and that one hits the back iron. Havlicek passes to James. And there's a pick. Pass to Pettit. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
Well, LeBron is still that good at getting others the ball. What a clever kick-out pass.
Anthony outside. Here's Nash to halt the run. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they...
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
And Anthony slams it in.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. James passes to Kirilenko. Here's Pettit. Lets the 3 fly. And another Sacramento 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Love. Three-pointer, Anthony. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Pettit, covered by Love. And the shot goes down. Pettit's got 8.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Bryant outside. Lets it go from the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And there's James from the arc. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Bryant outside. They set a pick. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They lead by 7. Last time they met in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Johnson passes to Nash. Pass to Shays. Now Johnson, just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Mikan. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. They set the screen from deep. SGA. Pass to Pierce. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Shays. Johnson on the wing. 1:44 left in the first quarter here. Bryant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Bryant, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
Bryant, left side. Shot from 12. Mutombo with a rebound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Toronto shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw drops for Johnson. Wade, he's checked in for Bryant. And Johnson drops them both.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Over to the wing. Johnson against SGA. Pass to Mutombo. And stolen by Jokic. To the inside. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Raptors trail by 5. Now here's Pippen. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Mutombo with the rebound. Mutombo has got his 4th rebound in this one. That shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Sacramento on top, up by 5. And we'll bring you this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Anthony is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Back to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Jokic, and it's blocked. Outside Carter. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Wade misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
James outside. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Toronto making a switch here. Love's checked in. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Pass to Johnson. There's the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. SGA finds James. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Not much the defense could do there. I mean, LeBron is an absolute bull down low.
Bryant, he's checked in for Toronto. Both free throws good from James. Raptors trail by 11. Outside Love. And he lobs it up to the rim. Anthony misses.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Johnson passes to Jokic. And they'll get another chance. Here's Rice. Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The Kings, 4th.
Well, they were just automatic from the line a year ago. You did not want to foul these guys.
And so here is Toronto. It's a 13-point game. And here's Bryant outside. Counted from distance. Bryant's got 7 points.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not even fair. I mean, just shredding the D to pieces. Guarding James in pick and rolls is almost impossible given his basketball IQ. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Pass to Havlicek. Sacramento passing it around. 5 to shoot. James against Jokic. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Down by 12. Rebound by Sacramento. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Rice. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Give him 8 points now. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Shoots over Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And it's a completely new group for the Kings. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we got a breakdown showing the average of 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for Toronto.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this in today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Bryant, the pass to Jokic. Back to Bryant. Rebound by Sacramento.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's Pierce, covered by Bryant, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Raptors trail by 12. A minute 22 left in the first half. It's rebounded by Pierce.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Mutombo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mutombo has gotten 4 this quarter.
Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Good on both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Out to the wing. Here's Pierce. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Just off on that shot. Just 1 for 7 in the game.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Just 3 on the clock. It's deflected. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Kings ahead, up by 15. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
That rim is looking awfully big to them right now. I'm telling you, even though those shots are tough, they're going in.
Yeah, this lead. And looking ahead, here's what. And that'll do it for.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Doug Christie as we get into the second half. We've got LeBron James, and it's Carter in at small forward. Anthony misses.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the middle. Oh, deflected. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
For three, James. Love grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 13. Bryant, left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bryant's got 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And Sacramento making a change here. Here's Mikan. Got a piece of it. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. The Kings lead by 11. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's James. Nice work inside from James.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Legs, is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis. They stand out to me as well.
First team all defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Guys, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Bryant outside. 18 feet out. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Havlicek passes to James. Shot from 12. And the shot falls short that time. Raptors trail by 16. Nash passes to Anthony. And the bucket is good. Anthony's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, the defense allowed that run. He had a clear path to the cup.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Nash passes to Love. Pass to Mikan. And here's Anthony. 5 on the clock. A step back shot. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Kept alive. Here's Pierce. Second chance shot. The shot no good.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Bryant outside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Johnson, he's checked in for Love. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top. Nikola Jokic third.
2 premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still without a bucket. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Woo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
If you get that much daylight, only one thing is on your mind, a strong finish.
Here's Bryant, 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Pierce. Sacramento leading by 16. Robinson, a screen on Johnson. SGA passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Great execution out of the pick and roll. Shea with a perfect delivery.
And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Sacramento.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
And Sacramento making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors trail by 20. Here's Nash. Bryant outside. Over James. And again, Toronto, no good.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
There's a screen. He takes it in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, an absolute terror driving inside. James dares defenders to get physical with him, and sometimes they have no choice.
And Sacramento making a change here.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Anthony. The 15-footer is good. Anthony's got 6 here in the quarter.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Pass to Havlicek. Sacramento passing it around. And now the Raptors on the break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
James. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line.
The versatility of James remains so impressive. He does so many things so well.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Love missing. Here's Havlicek. And here's James. Pass to Kirilenko. No good on the triple. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Kings ahead. Oh. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And SGA has got the ball here for the Kings. Kobe Bryant is out there with Johnson. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Pippen in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
To the inside. Here's Love. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answers.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Pierce. The 3. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager. He flashes to the rim and is met with no at all.
Athleticism and explosion.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And so here's Sacramento. 16-point lead. James with the ball, and that's Love picking him up defensively. James attacking. It's blocked. Pippen outside. Pass to Johnson. Bryant outside. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. LeBron with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Mutombo, the pass to James. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And the Kings lead by 18.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Toronto passing it around. Bryant left side. Tries to break his ice. Doesn't go that time. The Kings lead by 18. Havlicek passes to James. Here's Pettit. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Bryant in the high post. Pass to Nash. It's tipped. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. The Kings have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Pass to Mikan. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Mutombo, the pass to James. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Here's Nash. Outside Love, looking to win the run. It's hauled in by Pettit. Pettit's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. James outside. There's a minute 40 left to play in the 4th quarter. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Anthony outside. Just 5 on the clock. James with the rebound. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Kings.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak. Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
the line for Toronto.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. 51 seconds left in the fourth. And so James will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And it's James with the jam.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Now the Raptors with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Nash. Oh, got a piece of it. That one goes in. James outside. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.